All-Star Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Costa. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There've been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action. He's going to fire deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They'll try the run. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense.
Use it now. Use it now.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Peppers. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Rommel's ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks. Coverage-wise, this quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Back to throw, it's Costa. Now adjusting. He's open on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. After the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Oh, he's got a chance. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Running to the left. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Brought down, but not before he bulled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Good, right down the boulevard. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? And the offense has a gift back on the field after the costly special teams error. Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of times on offense, you start to get 1st and goal. People are like, why do you run outside? You run outside because you want DBs to have to tackle, you know. But they did a good job stringing this play out, not letting it get downhill, and making the tackle on 1st down.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. And here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it to the back. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. And he has just enough to will that one home. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Got a man, it's Wood. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there and on third down, and I need that yardage. I can go to him, and he'll get the first down in the corner.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Costa. Steps away to find some room. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Catch in the middle, it's Wood. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will give him the lead.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run to the left. Oh, better look out. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He uncorks one deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want to run this quarterback. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The play-action fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finding open area. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Quick completion on the out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Makes the grab, past the marker, breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the